All right, next little light here, guys. Welcome back. Another one that I'm pretty excited about. This is the Arkfeld Pro. This particular one is the cool white in the 5700K to 6700K range, and very nice, very nice light. I really like the Arkfeld series. Arkfeld. It's got up to 1300 lumen output, and then for the white light, and then this one has the option to do the green laser or the UV light, which is very nice. The previous models were a little bit smaller, and I can show you an example of that once I get this out of the box here. But you had to choose between the white light and the laser, or the white light and the UV, so you couldn't get all three. This particular one does have all three, so let's go ahead and get the box opened up here and see what we've got. Alright, so I got the box open there, and very important thing, a lot of people just kind of discard this because they're, especially if you've got an Olight product, there's usually some sort of disclaimer or warning. In this particular case, it is a couple different things. One, do not disassemble or try to disassemble. This one is completely sealed, so anything internal needs to be done through the manufacturer. But it tells you also that the flashlight is shipped in a lockout mode, which is very handy if you're going to carry it in your pocket, because of the way that the button is oriented. It's got your charger and your literature and your instruction manual in the back, safety warnings, and also how to use the light. The lockout mode has caused a little bit of grief for some people because they think that their light is damaged or not working correctly, and they get it out of the box and it won't charge, it won't turn on, and they don't know why. Well, the reason why is because it's shipped in that lockout mode to protect it from getting accidentally turned on in the box and damaging the packaging, the light, or potentially causing a fire. No big deal, very easy to cure. I really like the color and the finish on this OD green particular light, and is very excited about this. There's your warning label on the side for your laser, which is a class 3R laser, and again, just a little wheel, you can just toggle back and forth to change between UV, laser, and the white light. Anyway, if we want to go ahead and get it out of lockout mode, all we do, click and hold this until the lights light up on the battery meter. Now the light is ready to turn on. So I've got the low, medium, high, turbo, and then you've also got strobe. If you double tap it, you flip it over and I can turn on the green laser. So I got a nice little laser that you can use. Very strong, very bright, and then of course you've got your UV light as well that you can use to check for all sorts of different things, as far as like stains and whatnot. Now the laser itself, if the laser's on and you double tap it, it also turns on the light. So then you have a light and laser. Double tap it again, and it turns back off, and it's just the laser. And then your light again. Same thing, you can do click and hold and do the moonlight mode, the very low power light, if you want just a little bit of light to see something but don't want to have a ton of light on. So very handy. Shows you how much battery's left. It's at 3/4 charge now, and I'll go ahead and get this charged so that I can use it a little bit more extensively. But very handy little lights. The prior version, or the prior series, this particular one came with the white light and the UV. As you can tell, the Pro is a little bit longer, I'd say about a ½ inch or so, and then it's also just a little bit, very small amount wider. So it's a little longer, a little wider, thickness wise, a little bit thicker too. It's pretty close to the same weight for the normal ones. This particular one is a little heavier because it's brass, but that normally isn't much of an issue. But the switch is a little bit more out from the housing on this particular one than it was the original Arkfelds, and that makes it a little easier to hit this button and get it turned on accident in your pocket. It is off of the memory, so if you're going to carry it in your pocket, I would say either put it into lockout mode or make sure that it's on that moonlight mode, so if it does get bumped, you're going to the lowest setting and it's not going to generate a bunch of heat and melt the lens of this or your pocket or coat fabric or whatever the case is. A lot of people have a complaint about the clips. You cannot take these clips out. They are glued in. So if you do bend it, you just need to smash it back down with either your fingers or wrap it in a cloth or something and smash it with some pliers. Some people put shrink wrap over the clip here so that the two-way clip doesn't snag on something and pull open as easily. And that's been something that a lot of people have kind of came up with as like a hack to get around that. So very nice light. You get up to 315 minutes of runtime off of the battery, and 61 hours of laser and 264 hours. I'm sorry, the UV is 315 minutes. There's 264 hours of maximum battery life off of the light. Of course, that is if you're using the moonlight, and then you get a little bit less time as you move up to either low or high, etc. So very handy and very, very nice little light. 1300 lumen is the max output on these, and the max throw of about 334 feet if it's on turbo. So extremely light, extremely bright, extremely handy. Tons of options for the UV, various different things that people do. And then these are stickers too. So if you don't like that or don't want it there, you can peel it off very easily. And it is got the same finish underneath the sticker as it does on the rest of the light. Even if it is like the zombie light, the sticker for the zombie light doesn't, it's not plain or not speckled with the simulated blood splatter that the zombie lights have. So you peel that off and it does not affect or hurt anything. So, and then you got your magnetic charging on the back, which is also a magnetic base if you wanted to clip it on something when you're not using it either. So very nice, very excited about this, and I get to add to my OD Green collection of lights, which right now is pretty small, but hoping to continue to grow that. So hope you guys learned something about the Arkfeld Pro and enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.